Okay, YouTube, what is up? It is that time of year again. It's time for prediction videos. So as part of making 2019 lit, I'm gonna be doing more wrestling videos. At least predictions on the pay-per-views anyway. I might try to squeeze in something else, but my video schedule is already kind of ridiculous as it is. So I don't know if I'll be able to get that many more videos in there. I might throw in a list or two, but definitely try to squeeze in some wrestling content amongst all this other stuff. But yeah, so Royal Rumble 2019 is looking pretty good. The roster is looking good, even though technically it has been racked with injuries. But rumor has it a lot of these guys have been at the Performance Center, so they're probably good to go as far as coming back at the Rumble. So the Rumble has about 9 matches. So far, of course, if you don't know, if you have never watched one of these videos before, I always go from the least important match to the most important one. So, let's go. So the first match is the Cruiserweight Championship match, which is Buddy Murphy versus Hideo Itami versus Kalisto versus Akira Tozawa. So this one right here, this match sounds like it's gonna be freaking bananas. Alright, because there's so many different styles here. Like Hideo Itami is more of like a technical wrestler, but he can really do anything. You've got Kalisto, who is Lucha Libre. You've got Tozawa, who can do a lot. You know, he's pretty versatile. And Buddy Murphy, who's a straight up brawler. You've got a lot of different styles here in a fatal four-way match for the Cruiserweight title. The Cruiserweights rarely ever disappoint when they do matches. I mean, this really shouldn't even be called the Cruiserweight title. They should just call it the Pure Wrestling title. Because every one of these matches seems like a glitzed up version of a Ring of Honor match. But yeah, this match seems like it's going to be bananas, and it's probably going to be on the friggin' pre-show. Which is sad. But I definitely see Buddy Murphy walking out with the title. I don't think he's going to lose it at the Rumble. I think if he loses it, it's going to be at Mania. If he wins, Kalisto takes the pin, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? If he does lose, it's probably going to be Hideo Itami, because that would keep him from going to AWE like some other people want to go. So at least that's what I would do. I'm like, put the title on him, please. They just get him off of 205 Live. Put him on the main roster or something. I'm having the feeling of chasing you. So Rusev versus Nakamura for the United States title. So this one, they've been trying to build a little story here. I think this one is another one of those to try to like hold Rusev, keep him from going to AWE. They gave him the United States title as part of the new era of WWE. It's not like he's had that title like 3 times already. I think this is his 4th. But so he's the United States champion. They've been doing a storyline between him and Nakamura, which is a first, because the United States title hasn't had a story since, I don't know, like forever. Like the last story I can remember for the US title was Cena versus Rusev when they had that flag match. That's the last time I can remember a story going off of this title. Which is interesting. Rusev's going to retain. I don't see them taking the title off of Rusev. It'll be kind of pointless to hot potato this title. I mean, both men need the win, definitely, but I don't see Rusev losing this. So Rusev retains. The Bar versus Miz and Shane McMahon. Okay, so this one was originally going to be at the bottom of the list as far as importance, but then I kind of had an idea as to why they're doing this match and this whole Shane Miz storyline. So, I mean, off the bat, I'm thinking that they're probably going to win the titles off of the Bar. They win the titles off the Bar, you know what I'm saying? They go on to Elimination Chamber, where they drop the titles to somebody else, either because Miz turns on Shane McMahon, or this will lead to Miz turning on Shane McMahon, and they drop the titles at Elimination Chamber. Mainly because I think this whole feud is leading to a big heel turn or a big heel swerve from The Miz, and he's going to turn on Shane to set up a match at Mania, because that's the whole story about, oh, my dad loves Shane McMahon, so you should be more like Shane. You should be more like Shane, Miz. That whole storyline, there's more to that promo than you actually know. And I bet you money that they're going to do a storyline where he turns on Shane and he drops Shane in Elimination Chamber, sets up a match at Mania, and it's going to be like, I got to beat you so I can get the admiration of my father. You know, or either rub it in his face that I beat your favorite guy or whatever. But I say Miz and Shane pick up the titles from the bar. Yes, I put the Universal title pretty low on this list because this match really isn't that important. It's a filler match. I think it's going to be a good match because it's important to Finn Balor if he looks good going up against Brock Lesnar. I don't think he's going to get squashed or destroyed or anything, but he really needs this to look good going up against Brock Lesnar. But Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor for the Universal title. Case closed. Brock's going to leave with the title. He's winning. He's retaining. Rarely ever does a champion, a singles champion, drop the title at Rumble. It's happened a couple times. If I'm not mistaken, I think Brock dropped... Ooh, I didn't think of that. Brock did drop the title to Eddie Guerrero going into Mania. Could Finn Balor be the Irish Guerrero? I didn't think about that. Just that thought kind of messed with me. I mean, I'm still thinking that Brock's gonna retain, but now I'm a little bit more 50-50 that it could go either way. They could swerve us like they did at No Way Out. You know, because there was No Way Out. It wasn't the Rumble. At No Way Out, when Guerrero took the title from Lesnar, they could do the same thing with Finn Balor, and they could definitely sell the new era that they've been talking about on Raw. So I'm still going with Brock though. That's a safe pick. Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. So this one right here, the story, I was gonna put this one over the women's matches, but I think the women's matches, seeing though those are probably gonna be, this will probably gonna be building the main event at Mania. I had to go ahead and switch that, but this match right here is gonna be good. Arguably, this match is probably gonna steal the night. If the Rumble, well, the Rumble might, but this is probably going to steal the night, though, as far as singles matches goes. Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles, they're going to put on a good show. I don't see Daniel Bryan dropping the title. Champions don't usually drop the title at Rumble. He's not going to drop the title of Styles. I have no idea what Styles is going to do at WrestleMania. I don't. Everybody else I kind of had some predictions for, but not sure. I mean, maybe Styles could be involved with Vince in some way. I don't know. But definitely, I think Daniel Bryan retains. Ronda Rousey versus Sasha Banks. So this one's an interesting one because this could go a couple different ways. Because we saw what happened at TLC. We saw, that Ronda cost Becky the title. She's defending her title against Sasha Banks. This could go either way. Originally, I was walking into this match like, nope, Ronda's going to retain. She's going to walk into Mania with the title. I'm kind of still leaning on that. I don't think she's going to lose the title here. But there is a possibility that, she could definitely, Becky could interfere in the match, or Charlotte could interfere in the match, screw her over. Sasha picks up the win, leading to a heel turn, which could set up a match between her and Becky for the title at Mania. Becky. Her and Bayley for the title at Mania. Or, you know what I'm saying? Of course, the match can go on as usual. Ronda could win, go on to face somebody at Mania. And that's the time. That's what I'm going with. That's the prediction I'm going with. But it will be interesting if it swerves, though. Asuka versus Becky Lynch. This is the most 50-50 match on this card because this can go either way. Alright, honestly. Like the other ones, I had just kind of had a thought and was like, you can go either way. No, this one could honestly go either way. Because either way, it works. I mean, if Asuka wins because Charlotte or Ronda interferes, it kind of works because then Becky can go into the Rumble, win the Rumble, go on to face Ronda at WrestleMania. Asuka has the title. She goes on to Mania to defend it against somebody else. That works. If Asuka loses the title, sucks for Asuka, but she can, Becky will take the title. She can screw over Ronda. They can go on to WrestleMania to fight for Becky's title in the main event. Either way, this actually works. Either way, the WrestleMania main event stays the same. Ronda can win the Rumble, go on to fight Becky if she wins. I think they're going to keep the title on Asuka because there's no real reason to take it off of her. And it works better when you have more strong characters anyway, because the title keeps... Not only does a win for Asuka solidify her as champion, but also you got another strong character there. You got Asuka's going into WrestleMania strong. You've got Becky, who's one of the biggest stars in the company. And, of course, you've got Ronda and possibly Charlotte, who's going to shove herself into this in some kind of way. So, yeah, I'm going with Asuka to retain. I know you're writing me off. I know you're always going to count me out. Women's Royal Rumble match. So, the winner's going to be either Becky or Charlotte. That's it. I mean, there's no like, oh, this person or this person. Like, no. The main event at Mania has been rumored for well over a year now that it's going to be Becky, or it's going to be Ronda versus somebody. It was going to be Ronda versus Charlotte. Then Becky blew up. So then they said it was going to be Ronda versus Becky. I'm really thinking it's going to be a triple threat. Like, I can definitely see them doing a Benoit, Michaels, Triple H type of deal. Where, Ronda retains, Becky loses, say Becky goes, wins the Rumble, Charlotte comes in, beats them up, signs her name on the title and forces herself into the match, and then you do a triple threat style, Ronda, Becky, Charlotte, triple threat, Mania main event, amazing. I can see that going on, or vice versa. You could have Charlotte be the one who wins, and, Becky is like, nah, you're not going to keep me out. And, it could go either way, but one of those two are winning the match. And the men's Royal Rumble match. This one is very similar to the women's, whereas there's only really two people who can win. Technically three. I can definitely see it's probably going to be Seth Rollins or Samoa Joe. That's the main two picks I have. Because Rollins can go on to face Brock for the title at Mania, because that's been a rumored main event for a while. They've done all the other matches. They've done Joe versus Brock. They're not going to do... they're not going to do they're not going to do Braun. But on the SmackDown side, I can definitely see Joe winning it. Because they started to do the Joe-Bryan feud, but then they swerved it because Bryan went heel. Joe winning, he could go tweener and face against Styles, face against Bryan at Mania. Styles could win it, but I mean... Well, that story would be interesting going into Mania. So either way, you get a pretty good match. But I'm going with either Seth Rollins or Samoa Joe to win the Rumble. So that's about it for this. I hope you like this. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me who you think are going to win the matches in the comments down below. And keep it real.